What's up, print fam? Welcome back to the print shop. Lots of change has happened today. Let me show you some of the things that have gone on. It's basically 5 o'clock already. The center of the office is almost cleaned out. We have all of the junk pushed into this corner. We need to organize, decide what we're keeping, sell what we're not. But over in this corner, the lasers have all officially been moved and set up. So we have the 2 fibers, the 2 CO2s, all the pens right here, close to the lasers. We got the ducting all set up. We don't have it permanently set up because secret things. So we temporarily have this ducting here so we can run this fiber and that CO2 because it's typically not often that we run them together. We have ducting here that is set up and the ducting for the gantry. So we got all the ducting up here, not ideal placement. Ultimately, I would love to get electronic blast gates so all the hoses can go on the ground, but it is right here, easily manageable in this spot. So tomorrow, the goal, don't know why I spun, is to get the DTF down and at least in its home. That way we can make more progress on getting this area set up, running, operating. The new dashboard has been awesome. I'm very excited about getting that all set up. I need to run to the post or the UPS store to get a next day air out, but then we're going to talk about some sales tactics. As promised, we are going to talk about a sales tactic, one that I like to use, and it's more of a discussion with customers that have already approached. We'll talk about like gaining new customers, but I want to talk specifically about the customers that come to you that want something and what I always recommend to people. And I always recommend, if they're looking for promotional product or swag or apparel or something, especially if they're going to give it away, make sure it's a utility. That's the term that I use. I don't know if there's another word or term or way that people phrase it, but I call it a utility, which is why I like tumblers. And I like the nice, expensive tumblers because they serve a purpose. One, people typically don't get rid of them because they are not just a cheap plastic water bottle. They serve their purpose because they stay around for a long time. And it's a utility. It's something that someone will continue to use. Today I had a real estate agent just happen to drop by, which is not very common. Someone just dropped by the shop and she wanted some postcards. We started talking a little bit because she's only been an agent for a year. She's trying to find some things to market so she can grow her business, which she says she's had 25 clients in a year. I think that's pretty good. I think doing 25 sales in a year for houses in this market, probably doing all right. But the things that I suggested to her, she wanted to do just a postcard and just like a cheap pen and just a this. If like she saw my magnets of my face and she's like, oh, this would be fun. I'm like, it is. But it serves no purpose other than it's fun. And people do keep it because it's my face. But for her, my suggestion to her was, if you're going to do something like this, you want to give it out to your existing clients or potential clients, make sure it's something that they're not going to throw away. So make sure you put like the local gas company, the electric company, the non-emergency police lines, poison control, things like that, to make it a thing that is useful. The word that I, again, use is make it a utility. If you're going to give shirts away, don't give away cheap white shirts. Give away a nice shirt that someone's going to continue to wear. I had this conversation a little bit with someone this week of, oh, it's just for a one-time event. I get it. I get that it's for a one-time thing. But especially if they repeat the event every year, wouldn't you want a nicer shirt that people would wear, that they would continue to wear, that they would have to continue to promote the event, even if it costs you just a tiny bit more? Even if it doesn't cost you anything more, always do something that will give that repeated impression with people, because basically you have to have multiple touches, multiple impressions with people before it can turn into a sale most of the time. Also, I know you can't see from this angle, but I got my truck in. I know it's really dumb and really stupid, but the fact that I can park a car in here, and it's not a tiny car, like, this is a big truck. I can't even park a truck inside at my house. But the fact that I can park it in the shop now, I'm pretty excited. I still feel like there's a ton of cleaning to do to make this place just like be exactly what I want it to be and be organized and be there, but I'm working on it. And that's the takeaway. Like, just always be working towards whatever goal you have. Work, try to accomplish it. And don't look at me or other people and judge yourself based off of someone else's situation, because you don't know. I've frankly been putting on a face for you guys. I've still feel depressed. I still am unhappy. I still don't feel like I'm being successful, but I'm faking it. And you just don't know the other people's situation. So only judge yourself on yourself and do better than you did yesterday. Another question that I thought I would answer that I saw in the comments was, why do I have so many PCs? So right now there's 3 here. There's 1 there. There's going to be another 1 there. And people are wondering, why? Why not just use Lightburn? Lightburn came out with a Galvo version. Why not use it? Well, with the Lightburn Galvo version, I can't run my rotary. I can't have it run a pen, rotate, run a pen, rotate, run a pen, rotate. So what's the point of buying it? EasyCAD comes with my thing. These are cheap computers. I buy them used from companies that have deals with Dell and have to get rid of them after like a couple of years. Like, it's $120 laptop. That's not expensive. I do have Lightburn on this computer, but I also have EasyCAD on this computer. I use EasyCAD to control the Galvo and Lightburn to control the gantry. Do I wish that I could use Lightburn? Yeah. Even once I get Lightburn, am I going to switch everything? No. Why? Automation. I like having an individual machine accomplish a task because it's really easy to write the automation for it. It's really easy to know what size the monitor is. It's really easy to know where the window is going to be. It's really easy to not have mistakes and problems. So having one machine do something makes it really simple to write the automation for that machine. I cannot run with that laptop both machines at the same time. If I had Lightburn, theoretically, yes, I could open 2 windows, but then all of a sudden it leaves error for, what if I get a different employee? So all of a sudden it's like, do I have the right window open? Is it happening? Does the automation work if one of the windows closes? Do I need to just get a bigger, like this one? Do I need to get a 4K monitor? It just makes it more complicated. I like simple. Yes. Is it theoretically more money to have multiple PCs rather than buying Lightburn licenses for all of them? Yeah, it'd be cheaper to buy Lightburn. But I like my way. And guess what? Some people don't like my way. You might like my way too. You might hate my way. But that's the beauty of it. We can all do it our own way. Judge yourself based off of yourself and do better than you. But I do appreciate the suggestion because sometimes my way's not the best. But right now, I can't even use Lightburn. But if they come out with that update, which I believe they are, it might be worth looking at. Because sometimes it would be easier to only have one PC. It would definitely take up less space. I know a lot of you think I'm crazy for what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. But ultimately, the decisions that I'm making are being led by the fact that someday I want to sell the business, whether that's to someone else, to bring on a business partner, to my kids. And the best way to make it so my business has the greatest value is having automation and processes. Because without that, the business is really just me. But if I can build the processes and the systems, my business is now a machine. So that's kind of what it comes down to, is I don't want to own my job. I want to own a business. If you have any feedback, suggestions, please let me know, especially if it's related to how I can make this corner over here better for the production cell. If you think of like some fun banner or something, like, it's not assembly anymore. That's been there since my brother left. But if you have some ideas, let me know. Thanks for being here, Print Fam. I appreciate all of you. We'll see you tomorrow.